Hey lads, it's Tim here. Sorry, by the way, if my voice sounds a bit raspy and choked up a little bit. I've got a bit of a bug or throat thing or whatever you want to call it. Got the mad Rona. But what I'd like to talk about in today's video is just what is going on with the channel and my feelings towards For Honor. Now, I'll start with the channel shit first. The reason I just haven't been uploading content is because I built this channel on For Honor content, and obviously that's been going downhill for the two people in the back that noticed. There's not been as much content and even less live streams. It's just because my overall enjoyment with the game, especially after the CCU update, has almost vanished. Now, I love For Honor. This game will always hold a special place in my heart, no matter what. A lot of my mates say, oh, if a game like For Honor came out, they would just ditch For Honor immediately for it. And yeah, I can understand that. For Honor's shit now. I probably would too. But I'll always have a special little place in my heart reserved for For Honor. I've been playing this game for years. It's the game, like I'd always get home from school, hop on PS4 and play some For Honor with my friends. This game definitely does mean a lot to me, so that's why it makes me so sad about me having to talk about why potentially quitting the game entirely or slowing down. But before we jump ahead of ourselves, I'd like to get on to the reasonings why. Now, if we're talking about post CCU update, which is where a good majority of these feelings have been reinforced, it's because the amount of support for console competitive play is absolutely shattered. This game should have never been balanced around PC competitive play. Yeah, if you want to make a competitive game, like a truly competitive fighting game like Tekken or Mortal Kombat, you obviously balance around the highest tier of competitivity, or whatever the fuck word you would use. But when it comes to For Honor, this game is inherently so hard to balance because of all the character diversity and all of the different moves and the way characters fight. There's no way to make every single character able to stand up against every single character. That's just unrealistic. And they tried to do that by making every character have an opener, which was in turn light attacks. Now, on the PC side of things, it's quite effective. A lot of the PC players are liking it, and I can completely understand why. If I was a PC For Honor player, I wouldn't be too upset with these changes. And a lot of the changes are very good for the game. The light attack, like stamina shit, the stamina drain in general, like all of that stuff. The damage nerfs, I think they're all beautiful for the game. But there's just one thing that is completely ruined, even just not only the competitive console side, but it's just ruined trying to hop onto the game and just have fun with the game. And that is the 100 millisecond hidden guard thing. Now, when you're playing on an average of 27 FPS, I don't play on a PS4 Pro, I play on a 2015 model PS4. I usually use a monitor 99% of the time. But when you're playing on that system, you're versing people who have 50 latency, and you're only seeing 400 ms of the actual attack indicator, it is just mind-bogglingly boring. Every single character is just a spam. Back before all the speeds of everything got sped up and everything. I'm not saying like 500 ms neutral is like shit. That's like necessary. Like, it's completely necessary. But man, oh man, the game just feels like a massive spam fest. It doesn't feel like, when I lose to a player, normally I would like to feel justified, like, hey, he outplayed me, I did this wrong. Like, he is better than me. Like, he made the better move there, and I lost for it, and I respect that. I don't get upset when someone outplays me. I only get upset when someone bullshits me. And that's what the entire game feels like now. It just feels like every single character can just win just by pressing a few buttons. It doesn't feel like there's any planning ahead, like trying to notice patterns. It just feels like mindless monkey spam, and that is not how I used to play For Honor. It's just a big disappointment with the game. I can't describe it, man. It's just not good. It doesn't feel good. It just feels like a big spam fest. And on top of the 100 millisecond guard switch parry delay, I don't know if that's still in the game. If someone in the comments wants to correct me, they can go right ahead. But if you're not already blocking in the direction of an attack, you have to 100 millisecond switch, and then also on top of that, you're losing 100 milliseconds on that thing. So you're trying to react to a 300 millisecond attack, pretty much. I don't know if that is 100% correct. I believe that is correct. On top of that, you got people with 50 to 90 latency, which basically makes it completely unreactable. And I understand that is what the devs are going for, but just the way that they implemented it is just not good, man. It just feels unsatisfying to lose to someone. You know that you're better than them, but you just lose to them because you can't physically react in time. It's even hard alone to block, let alone to parry someone. And I know me personally, and a lot of veteran players get a lot of their enjoyment out of like parrying and like deflecting and shit. But when everyone's just sitting there spamming and just doing that shit, it's just frustrating because you feel helpless. Now, I get this is like a rah-tah topic, complaining about light spam, and I understand that. I am being a bit of a rah-tah, but I genuinely feel like it's so much of a problem on the console side of For Honor that it needs to be talked about, because it's just not good, man. The way that they've done that is just it's unsatisfying to play the game. It's unsatisfying, man. So I don't know what the hell else I'm gonna say, because I feel like I've already gotten my point across. By the way, this is completely unscripted, completely no notes, no bullet points, no anything like that. And it's like 4 o'clock in the fucking morning. So this is just a little bit of a ramble, because I was just looking at my channel and thinking about it. But man, I'm really it feels like everything is trying to use strategy and trying to like out mind game your opponent is useless, because they're just gonna interrupt you mid combo by light spamming. It just doesn't feel like For Honor anymore. The game, it just feels like Mortal Kombat Cassie Cage, just spamming jabs and punches and shit. Like, yeah, there is skill in there, but not much. I don't know, man. I don't know. This video is already gone on for too long, but I feel like I've gotten my point across. If not, I'll just make another video, or I'll explain it in a better way when I have some shit written down to get how I feel truly about it across. But that's all for this video, guys. If you've watched this point, well shit, I don't know what the fuck you're doing, but I guess you want to listen to my opinion. But I hope you boys have a good one. Peace out. Hey boys, this is post-production Tim here, and I was just listening back to that video to make sure I don't sound like an absolute retard. I think I got my point across, but I'd just like to add one more thing before I go, and that is, I do want to keep uploading content, especially For Honor content. I just have to find the willpower and find new ways to enjoy the game. I do want to get back into making content, because I do miss the days earlier in my For Honor career where I was just making meme videos, or I made a montage or two, and it was just fun. I miss those days, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I do want to make some more content, and I do maybe want to start branching off to different games. I do feel like I'll continue playing For Honor, just not as frequently. It won't be a main centerpiece of the channel anymore, unless they change something about the game and make it feel better again. I don't think it will be the main centerpiece of the channel, but just letting you guys know that there's probably some more content to come soon. But I just had to update the channel and update you guys on how I feel about the game and shit. But anyway, now that I've stretched this video to 10 minutes, ooh, that was a good one. I'll head out now. So, you have a good night, lads. Keep your head high, you little below 6 foot kings. There's always a woman out there for you. And peace out.